Hello everybody and welcome to Lauren Loves Color. This is Lauren. I am here today with a really exciting video. This is the newest release by Densham. This is Floral Mandalas Folk Art Style. Beautiful hand-drawn mandalas with color palette suggestions. This book is a second book that she has created. Her first book that many of you may have seen here on ColorTube is Woodland Hygge. And I love this book. This book is a kind of simple line art style book with just a lot of really fun and cute images. If you are ever interested in just coloring something, maybe you're slightly intimidated by a lot of really detailed work, this book has just a lot of adorable animal imagery and woodland imagery to color. And this book has been a really big hit. A lot of people have picked this book up and really enjoy it. And so, and this was Debbie's introduction into creating books on her own. So she so kindly sent me a copy of this book. And then she's been kind of teasing at me that she's been coming out with a new book, with a new mandala book that's a little bit different, and that she thinks is going to be appealing to people who really like color by number, but maybe want something a little bit different. So I have been so excited for this release because you know I'm a huge color by number fan, but I have also been kind of dabbling in some non-color by number, and like this Woodland Hygge book is perfect for me because it's a little bit more simple. It's not as intimidating to think about colors and a lot of detail and background, and so I really enjoyed coloring out of this book. So excited to see that she came out with this release. Now, I will let you know there is something special about this video, and the fact is that I have 2 copies. She so kindly offered to send me a second copy for you, for me to do a giveaway to my subscribers. And so we will go into the details of what you need to do to enter the giveaway for a copy of this book. This is a brand new copy. I haven't even opened it, broken the binding, you know, or anything like that. I have kept this book very in pristine condition. It's beautiful. And so if you're interested in this book after we talk about it, then definitely stick around. You will need this. I am not going to say what this is until the end of the video, but just know you need to make note of this particular word here. Okay, we'll go into the instructions for that at the very end, but wanted to let you know that I do have a book up for giveaway. All right, so let's take a look at this book. This is the Floral Mandalas Folk Art Style. Beautiful hand-drawn mandalas with color palette suggestions, which is what makes this so cool and so unique. You can even see on the front cover here, it's this kind of folk art style that she's known for, and it's beautiful. And you'll see down here, there are some color palette suggestions. So if you're like me and you struggle with color palettes, this book might be a really good, book for you. So she has a couple of additional designs in the back, just kind of as examples. And it says, do you love color by number but want to make your coloring pages more unique and challenge your creative side? Of course we do. Each beautiful mandala comes with its own color palette suggestion. Use a suggested palette to create each color wherever you feel it works best within the design. Have fun with color. So this to me is perfect. This is the perfect, beautiful combination of non-color by number, but allowing people to have some suggestions. I got a little iPhone cord here. I'm trying to just get out of the way. So also what you will notice on this book is these beautiful pastel backings. As we go through this book, you'll see on each page. She also has this printed on premium Amazon paper. So this is not your standard Amazon paper. This is like what comes in the Kira Shershniva books. If you're familiar with the Color by Color books, the Eclipse Art books, it's that premium thicker paper. Now I will tell you, this to me, when I originally saw it, this felt a little more matte to me than what I see out of like the Kira books, but I think it's because it's not printed so heavily. She doesn't have colored backgrounds, so it doesn't come across as shiny initially when you're looking at it. But she has a really nice introduction page. This is your kind of colored by page. and then we get into the actual designs. Now, I did not count. I think there's got to be maybe 20 designs in here, but you'll see what I love about Debbie is she is a colorist. She is on Instagram at Color Crazy Colorist. I will link her information and the information about this book and how to get it on Amazon down below. It is, I think, on sale on Amazon for $9.99 if you want to pick up a copy. And what I love about it is that she's a colorist. So she's very thoughtful about colorists and about what makes our coloring experience more pleasurable. And one of the things that really I absolutely love about this is how thick and bold the black lines are. Her line art that she uses in her other book too is that nice, thick, black, bold line art. And I absolutely love that because it's perfect for alcohol markers. And this paper, because it is that premium paper, works extremely well with alcohol markers. Now at the bottom here, she has a color palette. She usually sticks to about between 4 and 6 colors, I think, for each mandala. So it's nothing that's overwhelming. And it's a wide variety here. What you'll see though on subsequent pages is that the color palette changes. So she also has changed the color palette for each page. What I like about that is one of the downfalls to color by number, and I think somebody has mentioned this somewhat recently on a YouTube, and I apologize, I don't remember the YouTube channel name, but somebody mentioned one of the limitations to color by number is that you're using the same color over and over and over and over again. Part of the reason why I got my Copics, because I found that I was going through my marker sets really, really quickly. And so because I was going through the same colors over and over again. And so what's nice about this is because she's using a variety of different colors and tones and shades in each, you're using different markers than what you normally would on each page. So I do really like that. Here is one that I just completed actually early this morning. I'm about to get started with work here in just a little while. And I did use a suggested color palette down here at the bottom. I pulled from a couple of different marker sets in order to get the correct shades and colors that I needed, but I absolutely love how it turned out because, you know, I'm kind of starting, and one of the hardest things for me with mandalas is trying to figure out a color palette. I'm looking online, trying to figure out what colors match together well. I've kind of thought about being brave and bold like some people, just kind of randomly picking a few shades, just closing my eyes and picking a few shades out of the bag and kind of going with it. But in the end, I want it to be a beautiful picture. So I want it to be colors that are complementary to each other. And so the color palette isn't overwhelming. You'll see here there were 6 shades down at the bottom, and love, love, love how it turned out. It's a really nice experience. And if you, like me, like to use your chisel tip on your markers, this is a chisel tip kind of book because the spaces are large, the line work is bold, and so you really don't have to worry about a lot of bleed over into other areas of the image. And you'll see like on the back, I used alcohol markers, so it does bleed through. So I used just some blotter pages, but I actually like how that looks. It almost looks watercolory on the back of the pastel page after it's colored. What I also like is that how thoughtful she was even about the color palette itself. Like, for example, there's bees. Clearly there's bees in this picture. She made sure to include a black and a yellow to make sure that you can color the bees true to their color. Same thing I noticed on a lot of pages with leaves. She typically includes some green colors and green shades so that you can color the leaves green if you feel like you need to color it more realistic. And that's kind of how I am. I like to color using realistic colors. So yeah, so I thought this was just really, really well done. This is another image. I'm kind of had to stop myself. I want to color in this book so bad, but I have other books that I need to color in that are new releases that I need to review those books. And so I kind of had to tell myself I'm going to do a 2-page limit on this book for right now. But this was actually the first page that I colored, and I love how this turned out. These are not colors that I would have normally picked, and I didn't quite have an exact match for this color here. So my color is a little bit darker, but I still love the way that it turned out and the way that the colors match together. And so some of her color palettes are brighter, some of them are a little more deeper tones, and so I love the different types of color palettes that she used, the different types of colors that are in each page, because I feel like they'll turn out so differently. And this too is a great book to buddy color in and stuff as well, because your pages are going to turn out different. You're going to do your colors in different orders. Maybe you want to do some of these colors in gel pen, and some of them you want to do in marker. You can really kind of mix it up and make it your own. So I absolutely love it. I mean, honestly, I don't have anything negative to say about this book. I absolutely love this book. I think this is such a great idea, and really fits a niche of coloring book that I've never seen before. Even here with the ladybug, she made sure to include like red and black. So you certainly don't have to use those colors, and you can certainly add to these color palettes, remove from these color palettes. If there's a color that you don't like in here, or, you know, something that you think that or you just want to do your own color palette and you want to totally ignore what's down at the bottom, you can. And even in here, these little swatches down at the bottom are large enough to be able to match your colors well. So it's not like I'm sitting here and squinting and going, is that a purple or a pink? Is that a yellow or a green? It's done very well. She also has a couple of color palette test pages in the back. Just a thank you, and making sure that you consider leaving a review on Amazon. This really makes a big difference to these publishers, so please make sure you leave a review. I actually found there's a book that's extremely popular that I was looking at last night just to see. I was grabbing some snapshots for a thumbnail, and realized that there was a book that's gone around that I know a lot of people love, but there were only 9 reviews on Amazon. So guys, make sure you review your books if you love them. That helps the publishers a lot, helps them because people look at these reviews to consider whether or not they're going to buy the book. So if it's a book you like, at least go leave a 5-star review and just a couple of little comments about it, or leave a picture of a colored page. That really helps a lot. So beautiful, absolutely stunning book by Debbie. I think my biggest suggestion about this book moving forward is going to be come out with another volume. Come out with another book just like this, maybe with a different theme. This one's floral. Maybe next time it's I don't know, whatever you want it to be, any other type, or just kind of a standard mandala, or animals, or I don't know, or another floral mandala book, because I think this book is just absolutely perfect. I really love it, and I'm really excited I get to share it with you guys. So let's talk about probably one of the main reasons that you're here is to get a copy of this book. So because I have this book in physical format, unfortunately this is going to be open only to US residents. I cannot ship this overseas. I apologize. I just can't afford the shipping for that. So this is going to be open to US residents only. You must be 18 or older to enter into the giveaway. So please make sure you are 18 or older, and then I will be responding. What you have to do to actually enter is to go down in the comments and leave the code word. You can mask it in any way that you want to, include it in a sentence or something that you're saying, but make sure that you include that code word in your comment of this particular video. You must also be subscribed and give this video a like in order to be able to be entered. Leave the code word down below. Today is the 27th. Yeah, today is the 27th of April. So what, I think this will be posted on the 28th. So what I will do is I will leave this video open until next week, a week from today, which, let me see, I think that's the day after my birthday. Let's see here. Yep, so the 27th. So that is going to be, yes, May 5th. So Cinco de Mayo. So I will be closing this on Cinco de Mayo. That will be your last day to enter. And then May 6th will be the first day that, or the day that I announce who the winner is. You must be willing to give me not only your shipping address and your phone number as well, because I will need that in order to be able to ship this package to you. They have to have a phone number and a mailing address. So I always go in and I will leave a comment saying that I contacted you. I'll try to either find you on Instagram or have you, I'll have you message me on Instagram or email me for whoever the winner is, and then I will ship this bad boy off. So yeah, this actually works out well because it will be the day after my birthday that this closes on Cinco de Mayo, and then on the 6th, that is the start of Nurses Week. So what a great kickoff for me to be able to give away something. Make sure that, like I said, you leave the code word down in your comment below. Best of luck to all of you. I hope to get this book to you soon. If you cannot wait and you want to go pick up a copy for yourself, please make sure you go down in the description box below. I will have an Amazon affiliate link there for for you to be able to go to Amazon and purchase a copy yourself. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your week, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.